when we would think about like how to make like a complete piece, like to put on stage for new releases, we're like, well, why are we trying to force making all these steps for 12 minutes when that's so far from who we are?
Yeah, okay.
And so we're like, we like to improv around in the dark to like a mixed playlist. And we're like, so what if we just did that?
Do you feel that you know each other better the more that you dance together?
I just tried to leave my hand.
Do you need a chair?
It wasn't, no, you can have it fun.
I feel like I'm sometimes afraid to be like, I hate this because I don't want to like offend you.
Yeah,
or like,
yeah.
But I'm like, I don't want to like take over.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, this is weird what we're doing.
My name is Luisa Lynch. I'm a writer for Dancing in the District, and I'm here today interviewing Elan Robinsonand and Sydney Goldston about their work as dancers and choreographers in DC. Welcome! It's so great to have you here. We are here at the Yellow Room where Elan and Sydney just had their most recent show, and that is absolutely what we want to focus on today. But before we get into that, I want to get to know you both a little bit more so that we have the full picture essentially of what was going on at the Yellow Room as well. So I think I first got to know Elan in the last year or so through the DC dance community. I've certainly seen you both dance together at Dance Place and have always thoroughly enjoyed your work. So walk me through, of course, walk me through how you got to this point when you started making work together. What is your background? How did you meet? Give me the whole picture.
Yeah. Well, I'm from here. I grew up in Silver Spring, Maryland, Montgomery County. I went to college in VCU, Richmond, Virginia, and moved back here after graduating in 2024 and was just taking class in the area. I saw that Shanice was teaching over at Dance Place, and she was another VCU alum. So I was like, okay, I'll go there. And I ran into Elan, and I said, wait, you look familiar from, we took Gridlock together. And then Shanice's class when we first actually started talking. And we were like, hey.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what year was this exactly?
2024.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Just graduated.
You'd both just graduated. You're from VCU, and where did you go to school?
So I graduated from the University of Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
What brought you up here to DC?
Family. So like not like city. Well, I grew up in North Carolina.
Okay.
And then I went to the University of Florida for school. And then my parents had moved up to like the Virginia area. So when I graduated, I came up and I had a professor who was from Virginia and was like, I have friends at this place called Dance Place. You should go check it out. And then like, I knew like Orange Grove or alumni from the University of Florida too. So they were like, we're also teaching in this like week of classes.
Yes.
And I was sitting at home. And so I was like, what's going on this week? And so I went to like every single day of classes.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Shanice. I didn't know who Shanice was, but I just went. And then at the end of class, she was like, this is another fresh 2024 grad. And I was like, hey. And I was like, you look familiar. And then she was like, we took Gridlock together. I was like, did we?
Oh my God.
Yeah, because I remember seeing you in Gridlock and like, I'm still obviously getting to know the scene, but just seeing another like younger face that I didn't know. And I'm being like, who is that? Because like, you're eating over there.
I knew
100%.
nobody. I was like, who is everybody?
100%. No, I so understand. And honestly, like reminds me, it's like a similar thing for myself. And if you know my collaborator, Jaden Brick, shout out Jaden. So like we have been making duets together for the last couple of years. And like we got to know each other at an American Dance Festival back in 2019 and then lost touch and then graduated and then like reconnected and very much had a moment of like, you look familiar, right? And so sometimes that just like sparks the best connections and what happens next. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been nice to like have someone else to like navigate this.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
Just like figuring out.
Well,
what
and
life
being
is now.
able to have like a fresh face who you can connect to right away, right after college graduation
Yeah.
is so helpful and important. Like
Yeah.
graduating college can just feel like you're jumping off a cliff with your eyes closed.
Yes. Big support system.
And so being able,
support.
yeah. So it's so great that you had each other so quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really, honestly.
Yeah. Do you feel like you hit it off right away, just as friends, or?
Honestly, yeah, I remember us like standing and talking, because like we do this thing where we'll like be in like a dance studio, we'll be in rehearsal, we'll go see a show, and then we're like, okay, we're leaving, and then we'll like walk back to our cars, and then we'll just stand
Yeah, I
on
so
the
understand
sidewalk.
that.
It's
I
so
so
progression.
understand
and talk
that.
for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I remember us doing that after Shanice's class, and then I don't remember.
It was because we did Shanice's class, and then Shanice was like, "Oh, hey, like, give me your emails. We might like reach out." And we were like, "What is that about?" Because I was like, "Do you know this area?" I was like, "I don't know any other people."
And when Shanice was teaching for Orange Grove.
No, not for teaching for Orange Grove. Shanice was teaching. It was the season launch. They did like a bunch of classes or something.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Yeah, but it was when her and Jameson were doing like Kennedy Center stuff. So they had like process and plays and things. And then Shanice had invited both of us to that. And so that's how we kind of then formed a bond with them and then with each other. So it was cute. It was nice to be like, oh, there's like people here. There's support. That's really, it was really nice.
Absolutely.
And we were like show buddies, so every time there's like something, we were like, "Hey." We didn't have like each other's phone numbers, so we just deal with it. You want to go to a show?
Yeah.
And then
That's so awesome. I love that. Yeah, in which you like sort of then have to like build that bond outside of even like broaching some sort of like choreographic relationship. But once that feels strong and is there, like it's full speed ahead and feels really good. Well, shout out to Shanice Mason for introducing these two absolute forces here in the DC community.
I love Shanice.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We gotta love a duet, and Shanice and Jameson as a duet are just fantastic as well.
I love you guys. Immaculate.
Totally. Awesome. Really great to get to know your backgrounds a little bit more in terms of like growing up in Silver Spring, growing up in North Carolina. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. So then what drew you guys to start creating work together? Was there any like particular subject, or did something happen at all, or was it just like, oh, I just want to mess around in the studio?
Dance Place had posted a call for their like new releases show. And I saw it and I was like, that's interesting. And then I get a DM from Elan that's like, sends you the same thing. It was like, this is interesting. And then we were like, should we do something together? And we were like, should we do something? Because like, why not?
Yeah, we both had been like, we were like, we want to make work, but not alone.
I get it. And that was me and Jaden's thing as well, right? Was this thing of like, we want to make work, but like, we have similar sentiments in what we're exploring, and so why not do it together?
Yeah, we had danced together a little bit at like one of the processing plays with Shanice Jameson, and like just instantly when we like just were improvising together, it just felt like easy, and it felt natural, and
it
so
was
like
improvisation kismet.
Yes. No, I just really
That's just me being corny.
We like talked after and we were like, that was so like refreshing.
Yeah, totally.
Especially being post grad. I think we both kind of felt like
life
was hard.
I get it. I so get it. Post grad, it takes you a minute to really get back on your feet.
Yeah.
That's so awesome that you were able to connect in that way, for sure. So you saw the Dance Place call. You were like, oh, I want to do that. Let's do it together. And then what?
Well,
were we rehearsing at the Fillmore? Or not yet?
No,
I don't remember where we
weren't even like rehearsing. So we just applied with actually like nothing. Like we sat on like a FaceTime call for hours one night and just we didn't even call. We were in a Google Doc communicating back and forth in a Google Doc,
hilarious.
trying to figure out like a name and like what we wanted to do.
Yeah. And we had like this improv score, if you could even call it
Not even.
that. Frankly, I had no idea what we did in that audition. We just kind of like ran around.
Yeah. We had like 3 songs that we had been like, yeah, this is great.
Yeah,
We had like one bass phrase and we were like, we're really cooking with this.
Yeah.
No.
It's like because we improv. I think all of our work is also finding a balance because we improv pretty well together. And so trying to find a way to do that, but then also there are some days where you show up and you're like, I just don't want to move today.
At all.
And I think the audition was like one of those days where I was like,
no.
And so like,
have you like done the thing in which you're in rehearsal together and you're like, this is just a planning rehearsal, and you just like lay down and like figure things out, and you're just like talking.
It's like a set vibe. We always know the first like hour.
The first hour we just sit there and talk.
That is exactly me and Jaden every single time without fail.
Yeah, but no, we had the Fillmore space we were rehearsing because of Gabrielle.
Shout out Gabrielle.
Shout out Gabrielle. That is the roots of like, all of our space and me.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Gabrielle was the reason why Jaden and I were able to make our evening length show. Atlas was we were rehearsing at the Fillmore every single week. Shout out Gabrielle. Our AD Fillmore. Hopefully we get that space back soon. But
I hope so.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
And it inspired a lot.
Oh no, I get it. I so get it. Yeah.
The windows.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we got chosen for new releases.
Yes.
And then we did a little thing. And then they were like, congrats, you have a commission. And
that was crazy.
Oh my God.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
No, because I heard about that and was like, well, hell yeah. Like, what do you mean?
The thing about it is no one had told us that was a thing.
Yeah.
So like, we were very excited to take it on, but also we didn't even realize that was a possibility.
No.
And he told us on stage, and we were like, oh.
Yeah, we like bowed and stood up. And they're like,
okay.
We were like, whoa, okay.
So shout out to Reek, shout out Dance Place.
Oh my gosh, so many shout outs here.
Yeah, so that gave us like another opportunity to keep just deepening things. And it was nice to take like a more extended period of time to be working together.
Yeah, especially too because we had just been so fresh and like knowing each other.
Yeah.
Like, we were just
earlier.
We've really nearing 2 years now of knowing each other.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
Oh my gosh, how are you going to celebrate your anniversary?
Oh. It's a great question.
Wait, we should do something.
Oh my God. You're right.
Find out whenever Denise taught that class in whatever 2 years from that date. We can do
adorable.
August.
Adorable.
Yeah, August, September.
Yeah.
Wow.
When I did an interview with Shayla and Jaden from for our show back in February of 2025, Shayla then likened me asking Jaden, like, do you want to create work together as asking them out on a choreographic date? So like, why not have like artistic and choreographic anniversary?
Oh, we should.
Why like decenter that kind, anyway. You get what I'm getting at. Okay. So do you feel as though what you did at New Releases, because I remember seeing what you did at New Releases, and then you had a different show at Dance Place at some point in the last few months, right?
Oh, it was our residency we did in October.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Where we showed some little itty bitty phrases.
And sometimes it's just like that.
We showed a couple steps.
Yeah, we did. We did do some face work.
We did.
And what was that like?
Oh, that was cool. Well, because like I think once again, all of this is so new to us. Being like this is like fresh, like thrown into the like choreographic realm, or outside of like a college setting.
Yeah.
So having like a week residency, or like it was like 4 days.
Yeah.
Having like our 4-day residency, we were like, what do we do all this time? Because like because like normally our rehearsal processes are very. We've been like blessed to be like able to have like long amount of times like rehearsal space. Like I said, we take the first hour to talk, and then we normally kind of like turn off the lights and we'll like improv around and we just like play with music, and then we'll be like, let's make a little phrase. We make like a little phrase, and then we kind of like, okay, that was great. So like having so much time felt like, oh no, now we need to be productive.
oh no, now we have things to do.
Yeah, we're like people.
Yeah.
We're there's
Like, what do
informal
you
showing. We need to
Like,
like
watch
watch this.
it.
Yeah.
And then we didn't. What is it? We took like a nap.
Oh, well, I was just like, I should have just like not in the right headspace. You had a call to take.
I was working.
And I just was like
that.
not there mentally. So we talked for an hour, and then you got on your call, and then I took a nap. And then we woke up, and then we choreographed.
Yeah,
and then we
we
made
did
some stuff after we felt a little bit more grounded.
And you know what? That is the artistic process, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, because even like now that I'm thinking about it, we've never really, I guess you with like maybe Rania or like Rob or Brendan, but we haven't been in a lot of like residency processes like outside of college. So like one of basically our first residency is us in charge. And we're both like,
Yeah, because the only thing we did before that was like Lionel, but that was still like improvisation score based.
Yeah.
It was, like, nothing like
yeah. We didn't have anything to like really compare it to. So it was us just like,
what do we do?
really having to figure out like, okay, what is our process?
Totally.
Yeah, and we're even still now like figuring that out.
Oh,
Yeah.
I get it.
What is our process?
Yeah.
What is our process?
Yeah, because now we like have been teaching, and like people ask
Yeah,
us, and we're like,
now.
I don't know.
We get in the studio, we turn the lights off, and we play some music.
Yeah.
And
We make 1,000 playlists. We make
make a lot
so
of
many
playlists.
playlists.
So I did notice, if we're gonna like jump to the Yellow Room production in
oh
particular,
yes.
that there was so much music happening, and I loved every moment. If we dive into that part of it real quick,
Yeah.
music and like overlapping of it, and sort of like if we were to set the scene here in this Yellow Room, for those who were not able to make Sydney and Elan's amazing show, is that it seemed like there was a sort of like makeshift tech booth in a way right here, slash performance space, right? Slash like DJ, whatever was going on. But the show was not only in this space, it was like running up and down the hallway. There was a silhouette happening with the sheet over there. Really used the entire space, but I found it so interesting every time to watch you go back and change up what was happening with the sound. Tell me more about what inspired that aspect of the show, and if you find that in different parts of your rehearsal process anyway, like making playlists and that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's a great. I didn't think about it as being like a tech booth. Like obviously I knew that they were gonna be watching us, and that was something I was okay with. But I just like that little perspective on it. I think it kind of started with the rain a little bit. We like rain. We like rain sounds. Something about it just feels very calming and grounding. And so, especially in our new releases work, we just always had rain on in the background.
Yeah,
And
I
then-
do remember that. I do remember that.
And then we would play other music on top. And because it's funny, sound influences us like so much, but also like not at all.
Yeah.
Like every time in rehearsal, we're flipping between like rap and trap and piano and like all of these different like genres. And then when it comes time to choose something for what we're gonna perform it to, we're like, But in rehearsal, like we rely on the sound to generate a lot of our different phrase work. And I felt like having like that constant sound of rain while so many other different sounds was just like a nice anchor. And then so for this, we just kind of, I think, expanded on that. We're like, well, what else can we lay together?
Yeah.
What else can we do? I like being a little DJ.
Sure. You're great at it.
She loves to get like laptop in the space, because we even did
love
that.
a
We did that
laptop.
like new releases, having the laptop on the
Yeah,
stage.
I remember that as well. Yeah. So it seems like there is a through line within your rehearsal process from sort of like performance to performance of sound is a very important part of the work that you make. Now, when thinking about the Yellow Room show in particular and the subject of hiding, right? That was a theme that was very noticeable to myself, and I'm sure the rest of the audience, whether it was like physically behind the sheet with the silhouette, and then, entering the space, going to get an hors d'oeuvre and noticing, here's some notes on hiding. Okay, this has already got me thinking about what I'm about to see. What is the connection between the sound that comes up in your rehearsal process and then into your performance space, and now this theme of hiding? And further, what then brought this theme of hiding into the space for you guys?
a good question.
Yeah.
I was like, I know. I think like with this past one with the Yellow Room, like one of the things, because we had so many different speakers, we had talked about each, like one speaker being kind of like Sydney's speaker,
Oh, sure.
and then one was like my playlist, so
Yeah.
like my speaker. Then we had like one that was our base, kind of almost Rain. We didn't use Rain in this iteration, but having like
A drone.
a drone track
Yes.
that was like a through line, which kind of I guess maybe felt like us, and then we had another one that was just like an us sound.
Yeah. I remember you also saying something, because we were inspired by Blythe's house too, just being like in
It's
the
so
house.
beautiful.
Yeah, like we just showed up here to rehearse and was like, this is just so like, it felt so peaceful. It felt so
Yeah.
calm.
Like
And,
little
like,
cocoon.
Yeah. And wanting to like, in the final performance, like take some of that, or like, I don't want to say pay respect to, that sounds like the house is dead. But like use that as like some sort of
Honor the space in some way.
So I
yeah.
remember you talking about like, oh, like when I'm at home and nobody can see me, this is the kind of music I'm listening to.
Yeah.
When I'm at
Sure.
home, like
Yeah.
this is kind of what we're doing.
Totally.
And hiding home as a hiding place, to us feeling more like a relief, like, oh, finally we can like get home and like unmask and then be ourselves.
Totally.
As opposed to I'm hiding from this like outside source.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a lot of random thing.
No,
but
but I
like,
hear
yeah.
you. Mhm.
Well, 'cause, I feel like it's because like a big part of us too is like we always say our performances we're trying to like bring rehearsal to the stage,
Yeah.
and this being
Yeah.
the first instance of us making work together in a setting that's not, I don't know, it feels like not like proscenium,
Yeah.
not like
Yeah.
because we did like the Fillmore show, but still like not in like a theater, not like a mirror, nothing like we couldn't see
A
ourselves.
completely different sort of like interactive space,
Yeah.
such as a home,
Exactly.
an unconventional DIY sort of site specific.
Yeah, and we hadn't explored that yet. So we were like, how can we honor the fact that we do get to do this? And this is our first time doing it in a space. So we want to acknowledge the space and how it made us feel. Because even our first, like, we came to the site, like Sydney said, and did like a little rehearsal, and we like laid around and kind of like had the lights low, and we were like, this is very calming, and like this room makes me feel this way, and this room makes me feel this way. And we're like, okay, how can we let the audience also witness that? And bring that.
Yeah. I really loved that when I walked through the door, you know, just seeing you both like warming up, like alongside the laptops was like, oh, great. Like this is the vibe. It's very chill, very homey and welcoming and intimate in that way. And I mean, I had a Yellow Room show as well back in March, and definitely like wanted to continue to make it like a sort of performance traditional space, but then like, you know, obviously it's not, right? And I love that you leaned completely into the not part of it. There was something else that you said that I really wanted to bring up. I can't quite remember what it is. Rehearsal to the stage.
Yeah.
Really interested in that line. Tell me more about that.
I don't even know. I don't know how much more to do. I don't know. Because I feel like it's because so much of our beginning stuff was that we improved around each other, and we kind of just like to explore. We just didn't. We didn't have like phrases too much, and so when we would think about like how to make like a complete piece, like to put on stage for new releases, we're like, well, why are we trying to force making all these steps for 12 minutes when that's so far from who we are?
Yeah, okay.
And so we're like, we like to improv around in the dark. They're like a mixed playlist, and we're like, so what if we just did that?
Yeah.
And like obviously we have like anchors, and obviously you have to make it makes sense.
Yeah.
But we were like, how much of our true authentic selves and like authentic process can we put on stage?
Yeah. Sometimes it's just about making a score and that's it.
Yeah.
And seeing what happens within the moment. 100%.
That was, what did you say? I think it's something about us wanting to put ourselves on stage rather than like get on stage to perform for somebody
as a
else.
character in some
Yeah,
way.
like, I think we're just us, and like letting people like witness us being us rather than being like, now I have to do a big leg and show you.
Yeah.
It's not the whole thing of like, it's not really for the audience, unfortunately. Like it is, but it's like, I don't know. I think we were talking earlier, like we like to explore, and I think our works are more of like exploration for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's cool, like the audience gets to witness it, and then we
100%.
always get so much input from what they witness.
Yeah.
And that facilitates our next exploration or our next like discovery.
It sort of flips the switch in that way. It's a dynamic shift in which, like, as the performer, oftentimes on stage, we are telling a very specific story, a narrative in which we want to convey very specific answers to the audience. But how interesting that you give the audience then an opportunity. Okay, you tell me what it is, right? And like, that's like a, I think, baseline thing for a lot of choreographers, no matter what kind of work they're making, is often a thing of like, there's no wrong interpretation, yes. But like, if there is a particular theme that you're playing with, audience might have a certain interpretation, but you probably still had something in the back of your mind. And it sounds like for both of you in your process, it really is just a thing of like, well, I don't know, let's see what it is. And like, pretty cool in that way. Yeah.
I feel like I get stuck a little bit also just now going into professional, feeling like, oh, what do I have to say now that I'm professional, I'm performing, like, who am I, what am I trying to get across, like, what's important? And like, maybe just right now with us, maybe like instead of posing answers, we're just kind of posing questions,
which is like more, sometimes even better, you know, like to be able to then be like, well,
like maybe let's just
bring it back that way. Totally. Sydney, as we were speaking about, sorry, what is it?
Okay. All right. Yeah. What I say?
Please, what? Oh my God. No. So, as we were speaking about like the topic of hiding briefly, you then mentioned like, when I get home, I can unmask, right? And I think it's a very common thing for a lot of people to feel like, oh, thank God, I don't have to worry about X, Y, and Z, like just being perceived by other people in public in that way. Bit of a personal question, and we don't have to go there if you don't want to, but like, what do you feel like you're hiding from when you come home? The woman was too stunned.
I was like, that's a great question.
Also having existential thought. I was like,
My
I
bad.
don't know if I'm
My
really
bad.
like, if there's something like specific that I'm hiding from.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I feel like when I'm going out places, just like I'm interacting with people, like there is some sort of perception of just like how I'm being seen, how I'm presenting myself, how I'm interacting with other people. And being able to just go home at the end of the day and not have to worry about any of that.
It's
just
great.
Feels
It's a great feeling.
nice and relieving.
Yeah, totally. To just be like, okay, I can turn my brain off and
Yeah. And then I think there's also, we kind of touched on this a little bit of like when that hiding space and that source of comfort starts to get, what was the question that we said? When you start to outgrow your hiding space a little bit, or like when you're like at home like for so long and then you're kind of going stir crazy because you're just like I also have a remote job, so like which is very nice, but I'm also like then I'm home all the time and on my couch I'm like oh my God, so
I
like
need to go
that
outside
tension
and
of like
interaction.
also kind of outgrowing your safe space and how to then what happens, like how do you know it's time to then like move on or move forward, or like what makes a sort of change, or yeah, like
when you feel comfortable to do that, and not even saying that like it's negative that you're but it's just like, oh, I think it's time. Like, you that realization.
Yeah. And especially in a day and age in which like we are always also busy and have to be everywhere all the time, being at home can just, you know, taking a day to be like, I'm not leaving the house, right, can be so like full circle in just a resetting way. When you said outgrowing homes and like spaces like that, my brain immediately went to like, oh, at one point, like your hiding space was maybe your parents' house or whatever home you grew up in. And then maybe it was college. And then maybe it was, now it's your apartment. And then it'll be something new in the future, right? And also this thing of like, also probably for me, because like my sister is in college right now. And so, you know, she's like coming home for breaks and everything. And she's currently in that phase of like, it's nice to be home, but I miss my college, and then I'm at college, but I miss home, right?
Yeah.
And like sort of like in that very transient space of outgrowing that like one visit at a time in a way.
Yeah.
Like a little baby bird flying. I took tons of notes at your show because, of course. And as I look back at my notes, now, ones that really particularly stick out to me, yes, are the notes on the hiding, dancing behind the sheet, the fact that they are their own tech booth, or at least what I thought of. Their work has always been full of play and friendship, is something that I have observed with you two. It's time to get emo. Which is also why, like, I've been so fascinated every time and excited to see your work together. Also because it, once again, reminds me a lot of, like, my work with Jaden. Because that's always been at the center for us as well. And so, especially because, like, you know, you're coming up on your 2-year friendaversary choreographic situation. Do you feel that you know each other better the more that you dance together?
I just tried to leave my hand.
Do you need a chair?
It wasn't. No. You can have it. Fine. That was good.
Yeah. Sorry, that sounded so. No, we have. Because I feel like so much of the beginning of like our interactions were all dance related.
Yeah,
Like, it was
of
going
course.
to shows, or it was like we ended up in a process together, and then we decided to make work together, and then we started hanging out. In a dance setting.
Yeah.
So it was like, huh. But I also think like something we've realized in like closer to us finish up new releases was like the differences we have in the way we like work with stuff.
Yeah.
And that was cool to figure out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because at the beginning it was just like everything like at the starving clicked so like well.
Yes.
Yeah. We've grown out of our honeymoon phase.
Honeymoon phase in a choreographic relationship is so real.
And now we're like,
And you're like, can you get this done for me, please? Like you said you were.
Yeah, it's more of like we'll like make steps and then we'll be like, I'm really not feeling this. Like, is that okay?
Yeah, like I feel like I'm sometimes afraid to be like, I hate this because I don't want to like offend you or like, but I'm like, I don't want to like take over, but I'm also like, this is weird what we're doing.
And then
This is not good.
and then we'll get to it and I'll be like, I didn't care about that stuff anyways. I was like, we could have moved.
It's what it is. It always is. Yeah, for sure.
I think it's also taught me like about myself too. I don't know. I think just our relationship feels very safe and very secure.
Totally.
And that, just feels like nice and new and different. Yeah.
And there's something about like being able to use your body in order to like develop a relationship and process that in a way that like uses your body through your art form, essentially is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
In terms of like, okay, like, maybe it doesn't sound good right away, or like maybe on paper it's like, I don't know about that, or whatever. But then like being able to dance together, right? And process, especially in improv, as things are always changing and like not one thing is the same. And then your mind also, I know for me, at least in improvisation, like improv helps me process my thoughts as well, right? And so then like I can see how that can also like, help you figure out each other more as well and create that space.
Or even in the step, she's like, wow, you really like a lunge.
Oh yeah.
Lovely
And she really likes to go to her knees.
Yeah.
And I really like to run in the circle. And so have somebody like point out your like random like movement kind of quirk is also
totally
fun and silly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I do that.
Oh yeah.
But I think that's also just because like, well, like I can say for Sydney, at least like she does facilitate a safe space. So like it is like a good energy whenever we like work together.
Sure.
Hey.
So it does make it where it like feels like you can like sorry. Scared over there. Where you can where you can like say things. Where you can like say things. So like I don't know, because I'm such like I'm not blunt, but like
You're a little to the point sometimes, and it's okay. Anyways, as I was saying. But like can like say things and the city's like, oh my gosh, that's so I don't know what we're saying anymore.
I don't know.
Like, yes, to answer your question. Basically, it's been great.
I get you. I get what you're trying to say. Sure. Well, and that brings me to literally the next point that I sort of circled in my notebook is the laughing to themselves with inside jokes and giggles.
Yes. Yeah.
Just like the best part every single time. Like the fact that like you were even just like giggling on stage and then like mentioned like, and then you burst out into laughing and I was like, I want to know what you're laughing about, right? Like, but it's so special between you two in particular. And even though like I want to know, I'm also like, I also don't want to know and just want to like observe that beautiful dynamic in that way. It did really feel like a way of being completely authentic and not being like, I can't laugh on stage. You know, like you just let it happen because it's not a space in which you were trying to play a different character from who you were. I particularly noted the speaker from behind the sheet. Okay. Just like planting that into my brain. Where is it? I was really interested once I started hearing the speaker from behind the sheet, particularly play like older music. I couldn't tell if it was like Ella Fitzgerald or Billie Holiday or Etta James, all of that. But then like once again back to the sound aspect of it, right? Like the layering of that with the trap or the rap or any other modern day music. Like, can you speak more about like where does that come from? Was there anything in particular that drove that? Was it also just a thing of like, I don't know, this sounds cool, do it?
I think that linked to what we were saying before, like one speaker's Elan, one Sydney, one like together. So like I like a lot of like Billie Holiday, like older music, and that's like my comfort music. So like when I'm like sad or like very like mellow, that's kind of what I listen to. So that was all my playlist on the speaker back there. Because also too, like when we came to the space, that room back there, I really liked and kept staring at.
I love that room.
And it felt like what I would imagine my like safe space if I could like craft it. So I was like, can I ask Sydney, I was like, can I put the speaker with the older music like in that one room?
Yeah, sure.
Why not?
And then Sydney loves a good trap.
Totally.
I was playing The Weeknd during the show too.
I did notice The Weeknd.
That's my like comfort,
my
comfort album.
Love that.
So I wanted to listen to that.
Love that.
But then I think this was during dress rehearsal. I like knew she was back there, and I was like, I'm just gonna put this other rap song really loud over the speaker and just see what
she had it on black. No, you had your Greek. What?
Oh, I was playing like Greek music during the dress rehearsal.
Interesting.
I couldn't hear it because I was over there listening to some other song.
Right by my ear, and
she was like, dancing to it and was like, "What?
Why Greek music? Are you Greek?"
No, girl. Okay, so I gotta explain the whole backstory now. My favorite show is The Wire. And
I haven't seen that.
So good.
Okay.
It's so good. But at the end of season 2 and like the last episode, they play this like one Greek song.
Okay.
Because it's related to, I won't spoil it, but it's related to whatever. And I just heard it when I was rewatching The Wire and I was like, that's kind of fire.
It's
and
fire.
I put it on my Spotify playlist and I found a couple others that were like related to it.
You're like, I don't know.
That's what she asked me. That's what.
Well, because my next question is like, what is your music taste that you would say? Because you know, you're talking about how you love oldies. You're talking about trap, and then some Greek song from The Wire. Like,
yeah. And then I went on a cruise to Greece, and I was like, I gotta listen to my Greek music and be all like,
I'm not Greek, but
not Greek at all.
I will listen to Greek music and go to Greece. And go on a Greek cruise.
There's like 5 Greek songs on my playlist.
Sure.
So pretty good.
You know, sometimes it just hits.
Yeah, I like a lot of rap, trap, hip hop kind of things. But then also it's quite overstimulating at times because I like to listen to it very loud.
I get it.
So I also appreciate a little piano, a little bit of that like ambient experience.
You know, like balance it out, right?
Contemporary dance kind of music.
Sure.
So we were listening to what? Lori Saxel.
That's my girl.
Yeah, we love them.
Wait, say it again.
Lori Saxel.
I don't know that.
You should look. I
don't know that artist.
They did. What's it called? Memories of Blue.
We use that. We use that. It was like a 12-minute one. That's what we used for Atlas.
Okay.
But this most recent one, they just came out with a new album called.
Yeah.
I forget what the album's called.
Seeing is Forgetting, or is that a song?
No, I think that's a song. We just like the name of that song.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think
Sure.
that's
They released a new album, and so that was the like drone kind of
album.
music that you heard.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Because we pulled them up when we came here and we're just listening to it because we wanted to go to the concert.
I was gonna say, do you guys go to concerts together?
No.
No, we have yet to go to a concert together.
Yeah.
Maybe
We
for
can go to
your
one.
2-year friendaversary date. I'm really
Why?
just like planning this for you guys.
I was like, you text me.
Yeah, I think
Yeah. Because I was like, Because I was like, I listen to a lot of like oldies, like R&B.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then like ambiance and
Sure. What do you feel like your biggest difference has come up for you while working together? And not to be like, and not in like a, oh my God, way, but just in a way of like, how does that work for you to then keep like being a choreographic duet?
well, I feel like a key note about us is a lot of time we're saying the exact same thing, but
Yeah.
in two different ways.
Yes,
And so that's
yes.
most of our like strife.
Understand.
Because we'll be like, no, I have this point. And he's like, no, I have this point. And then we look at each other, we're like, I think we're saying the same thing.
thing. Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's happened a lot recently.
Yeah.
And it'll be like 15 minutes later. We're still trying to figure this out. We're like, I don't think there's ever a problem to begin
No.
with. I think we're describing the same
I think we
thing.
just have different length. I don't know.
Yeah. Ways of communicating it. And
I feel like I'm a little more like analytical, if that's the right word. And you're a little more like go with the flow.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I need an anchor sometimes.
yeah,
but
she
I
needs
think
the anchor.
but you're good at like just being able to like kind of show up and make something.
yeah.
That was a good
Yeah.
explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I feel like, because like I said, like Sydney's a little more like grounded with like the music.
Yeah, I'd be like
sometimes.
that.
And I can like, in other processes I've done like by myself, I've always just like shuffled through playlists.
Yeah.
And,
Sure.
like never had like a,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like an anchor.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
I think they complement each other.
They
though.
do.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I was, just thinking like in a lot of ways, like I am you and Jaden is you,
Yeah.
and and that often sort of like comes up as a duet or
Yeah.
whatever that choreographic relationship is, and can complement each other really well, because sometimes it just doesn't work, but then when it works, it works, and it's really awesome to know that you're another like power duo in the in the DC area for dancing. What else have I written here? Calls from the past, yeah, with like the oldies, the layers of music from over time, and I could not predict where you were going to go next, and that was really
Videographer
fun.
said the same
Yeah.
thing. She said, I do not know.
Did she? So she didn't like see your dress rehearsal or anything?
No.
Yeah, yeah,
No.
yeah.
We threw her in.
Great.
We
Love
told her
that.
like where we would like we're using this room and this room. We don't have to get the hallway, but because it was an improv score, we were also
Yeah.
like we don't even know where we're gonna.
Sure. Yeah.
So just get what you can. And
yeah. Have you seen the video yet?
No.
we
No.
haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
So intrigued.
Yeah.
Exciting. How long were you rehearsing in this space before the performance?
Once. Twice.
Yeah. We
Twice.
came once, and then we had the dress rehearsal
Yeah.
like 2 days prior.
Mm-hmm.
Were you rehearsing elsewhere before then?
No.
Hell yeah.
No.
I love that so much.
good. We've been really
busy.
No, I get it.
notes app this time.
We did. We had a
Shared notes app.
Sometimes it's just the best way to communicate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. Well, that I think is just about everything that I have. Was there anything that you wanted to add, like just for funsies, or like anything that we didn't touch on about the show and your process and anything like that before my final question?
Shout out Blythe. Thank
Yeah. Yellow room.
Shout out,
Blythe.
Blood!
Woo.
Yay, Blood!
Gorgeous space. Yay.
you. Yeah, it's been nice to just like play and have fun
Yeah.
and explore and
Yeah.
have somebody to do it with. you know.
Exactly.
Cute.
No, it
Love it.
has been nice. I think, like, reflecting on it now, like, I don't know what I've done, like, post-grad if we weren't, like,
Yeah.
if we hadn't, like, met and started making work, because, like,
Yeah.
I have no plans.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
it's the coolest go with the flow. moment that's
totally,
occurred. And I'm
totally.
actually so very thankful.
Yeah.
I was
That's
like,
so awesome.
It's like hard to articulate or explain, but I just feel like there's something there that
We're,
we're
like,
working
on-
on. We're going
right
You're
there.
on
We're just
the
working on
edge of
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
What do you feel like? What's next? That's my final question. What's next? And also, I just have to point it out because it just happened. But like the, like the simultaneous like exact same, right? Like it shows that you dance together. Is what I'm trying to say.
There we go.
Yeah.
What is next?
Like for the two of us or us individuals? or
Yeah,
either?
both. Do you think you're going to keep developing what you did here at the Yellow Room? Is there something new that you're thinking about? Is there another performance you have coming up individually or together?
Well, we're definitely gonna keep making work together.
Yeah. On the cusp of something.
Yeah, I feel like it's almost kind of been like one long process that we
Sure.
just perform wherever we're
Yeah.
at that stage.
Yeah.
Whatever is next.
Totally.
And so we're definitely gonna still keep doing stuff. We don't have any performances for both of us
Yeah.
lined up as for now. I think you both need a breather, but there'll be
Yeah.
more.
'Cause
Looking
we've
for
been
more
going
places.
since last May.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to have those breaks
Yeah.
for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And we've been teaching a little bit. We taught at Dance Waste. We taught at Lionsden. And it's nice seeing like
Yeah, our movement.
And teaching
people-
together, like
Yeah.
teaching classes together.
Yeah.
Wait, I want to know more about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so
like-
much fun actually.
it is fun.
Because like I've been teaching for like a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And I've always taught like by myself. So then having like another person, I'm like,
And I have not really been teaching at all, but then doing it with somebody else, I'm like, oh, this feels
Sure.
encouraging.
Yeah.
and like
Um,
I think it's also helped me to solidify our process. 'Cause
Yes.
we like when we sit down
Yeah.
and plan our classes, we're like, well, what are we offering?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what is true to like us
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
space and like how to facilitate that. But I don't just give them like, here's a warm up and here's a combo.
Right.
But, like
Yeah.
give you like an Elan and Sydney
yeah.
type experience.
Yes. The
And then-
Elan and Sydney special.
Yeah, we're
so-
still working on a duo name.
I get it.
Where we
yeah,
get
any
it.
suggestions?
If anybody have any
Listen, Jane and
suggestions?
I have had that same dilemma for like
Yeah.
years. People usually just call us Hollow Hollow, but that's just the name of the
Oh.
one show that we did.
Oh.
And then we did something
fun.
completely different.
I've been trying to float like bucket dick.
Bucket what?
Bucket. Our first piece is like about a bucket.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's vetoed.
Interesting.
Indeed.
Something with like water or something, I
Yeah.
guess. I don't know, but
I don't know what though.
yeah. So yeah, it's been fun to teach.
Yeah. Back to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
See other people do our choreo because we've only ever seen each
Mm,
other do
okay.
it.
Yeah.
And not even.
And it's hard to watch yourself. Like we can go home and like watch a video, but like
Totally.
it's still hard being in it. And
Yeah.
so like
Yeah.
being able to put it on somebody else is just interesting. So I hope we can
Yes.
keep doing that.
Yes.
Agree.
And then yeah, force us like what's important, what do you want to share. So that's
Yeah.
good. It's good.
Helping us kind of like, because I feel like all the months and all the little shows and all the things we've done have been, I don't know, in back to our bucket. It's been like all piling into it.
Yes.
And I think
I
we're
get
starting to get a good mix of like what our
Mhm.
realm is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like we're somewhere. We're
all
we're
kind of
cooking something.
experimental.
We're cooking something. It's on the stove.
Good
It's not
thing.
done yet, but it's on
It's on the stove. It's not like it's on like medium heat.
The water is not yet
No,
boiling.
no.
but
Wait,
it's
that's
You know,
so
like the little
awesome.
bubbles at the bottom. Like it's
yeah,
a soft boil.
yeah.
Wait.
That's yeah.
I'm saying that and crediting you every time. Like, this cooking is on medium heat, but it might need to broil.
Yeah.
This one is like kind of a bake happening. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
Cool.
But we're enjoying the process.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And the process is almost more important than the product in so
100%.
Yes.
many ways, right? Yeah. Oh my Yay! How can we follow you? How can we stay up to date on what you're doing?
My Instagram is Elan, that's ELAN, Robinson.
Why are you looking at me like
Sorry. I was trying to remember. My Instagram is Elan, spelled ELAN Robinson 11. Yes.
my Instagram is Sydney with 2 Y's at the end, Amira 2 A's. Shit. That's not the best way to say that.
Spell it out. So,
Okay, my Instagram is Sydney Amira, SydneyAmira.
Slay.
Yeah.
Love it. Yay. Well, I am so excited to see what you both keep doing. I'm so excited to write next. And I'm just so happy to have had the opportunity to chat with you both. So thank you. And thank you, David.
thank you.
Thank you, boy.
Thank you, Yellow Room.
Woo. We love the Yellow Room.
Gorgeous space.
Yeah.
So nice.
Yeah.
Yay.